and welcome to my cozy retirement. I'm Tanya and I'm glad you're here. I'm in my workout clothes. Usually I try and change before I do the video, and then after I do the video I have to change back into my workout clothes because I have so many different things that I like to do. I decided today it's okay. I can wear my workout clothes. So I hope you're okay with that. And I hope you're okay with my hair. It is a bit crazy right now and I don't know what to do about it. It's just not doing anything for me. I'm going to video outside, but it's really breezy, actually windy, but so nice. It feels so nice. I think my camera stand would fall over and so would you. So we're inside, but I have the windows open. It's also pretty loud because the wind is quite loud. It's so nice though because it's really quite hot out and the breeze is wonderful. So I will be going for a walk a little later. And you will notice that I'm in my workout gear. That's because I am going to boot camp at noon, so I will be leaving in about an hour because I have to drive into town. I usually pair it up with errands that I may need to run, and I have just added on walking to it as well. So I will go in a little bit earlier than boot camp. I will run some errands and then I will do boot camp, and then I will go for the walk that I like to do along our waterfront. And then I'll come home and do some work. That's my day today. I don't know what I'll be doing after. It depends how far I get in this video. I might end up finishing the video now and doing the editing after, or not finishing now, finishing later and doing the editing after. There's always lots of editing to do. So I am really glad you're here. I thought today we would talk about how to save money by not buying certain things. So these are the things I don't buy anymore. I just gave you an extra actually. One of the things that I do to help save money is I try and bunch up errands. So I live outside of town, so when I go into town I try to add in the errands that I need to do. And I do go to town 5 days a week because I either have boot camp or rock climbing, and now I've added the walking. So while I'm there I try and do at least one other errand that I need to do. So it could be going to get some groceries, it could be going to the post office, it could be taking my grandchildren to school because I do that as well. There's all sorts of things, right, that you can do. I go to the library. In fact, this is something I was going to talk about as well. So I've been trying to save a little more money and a little more space in my home by not buying books. It's really hard for me not to buy books. I usually buy books secondhand, or I go to the little libraries. It's very rare that I will buy a book from a store. As you know, I started the Debbie McComber series. This is the 4th book. I did get it from the library, but this is the 4th one, and I think there's quite a few in the series. So I'm going to take a break after this one, possibly. I'm enjoying the book, but I want to try another series. This is also from the library, and it is the Sister Chicks series. A subscriber had said that if I like Debbie McComber, I would probably like Sister Chicks. I'm going to finish the Back on Blossom Street, and then I'm probably going to take a break, and I'm going to read the Sister Chicks. Go to Brit. It's called Sister Chicks Go to Brit. It's by Robin Jones Gunn. That's a little way to save some money as well. If you don't want to even buy thrift, then yeah, obviously the library and little libraries that are out with free books are a great way to save some money. Now I have 15 items that I talk about that I no longer buy. So number 1 is napkins. I do not buy napkins because once in a blue moon I will buy napkins if I have a lot of people, which isn't often anymore here, but if I have a lot of people and maybe we're having an outdoor picnic or something, I may buy napkins for that because I may not have enough material napkins. But I buy cloth napkins and I use those. Usually it's just my husband and I. Once in a while it's others, but they wash up and I put them back out. Number 2 is paper towels. I haven't bought paper towels for a very long time. Very, very long time. Years. And that's because I just use rags. So if my dishcloths or my washcloths or even towels that I can cut up are getting too old to use, then I will cut them up if needed, dishcloths and washcloths, you don't have to. And I just wash them up and I use those over and over again as rags so that I don't have to buy paper towels. And yeah, it's better for the environment and better for my budget. The thing is, I have started a couple of years ago making my cleaners. I make almost all my cleaners. Vinegar and water, vinegar, dish soap and water, or baking soda are things that I mostly use. I'm actually trying to get away from buying all cleaners, but I still have one left that I bought that's more of a robust type cleaner. And so I'm just saving it for the things that really need a good scrubbing. It needs a little more than baking soda. It's going to last me a long time, but mainly I just make my cleaner. I haven't bought bottled water forever. It's so bad for our environment. And if you have good water at home, then using a water bottle and reusing that water bottle is a wonderful idea. And so this is one of my water bottles. Water bottles are great. Plastic bottles are not. Number 5 is kitchen gadgets. I try really hard to be intentional on what I'm bringing into my kitchen now. I've been not good at this in the past. I've bought things that I go, oh, that sounds like a good idea because I've seen it somewhere, and then I have the gadget and I never use it. One of the things actually was an Instant Pot. I bought Instant Pots for my adult children, for myself. They started using them, but I didn't. I had it in a box forever because I kept looking at it going, I don't know. I decided I am going to use it because I keep hearing that it's really great. And yeah, now I love my Instant Pot. Once you learn how to use it, you're not scared of it anymore. It's a wonderful tool. Kitchen gadgets, and same with the smaller kitchen gadgets. I've gotten rid of so many now. I only keep what I use. So we keep a hand can opener that's worked great. And doesn't use any hydro. So there, it's a great savings. Just thought of that. It's a great savings for space because it just goes in the drawer, and it's great savings for the hydro, although it's pretty cheap, I'm pretty sure, because it doesn't take much to open a can. Number 6 is most of our dishes, our cups, our decor really is thrifted. So I save money by not buying new. Our dishes are all Corelle, but they're all thrifted. Plates, cups, bowls, and most of my bowls are pottery because I love pottery. I've thrifted them all. Yeah, it's a great way to save money and keep it out of the landfill. So number 7 is cable. We do not have cable. We haven't had cable forever. And in fact, where we live, we can't get cable. Since we've been here, which is almost 18 years, we have not had cable. Cable, I hear, is pretty darn expensive. You don't really need cable anymore. I mean, YouTube has movies on it. Netflix is fairly inexpensive. So this kind of ties into number 8 as well, is when you subscribe to things. I try and only allow one subscription at a time. So if I'm subscribing to Disney Plus, then I don't have Netflix. And if I have Netflix, I don't have Disney Plus. And I know there's others, I just haven't got into those. One subscription at a time, because I don't watch an awful lot anyway. In fact, I watch probably more YouTube than I do any movies or shows on Netflix or Disney Plus. Sometimes I will just take off all subscriptions, including Netflix and Disney Plus. Whatever one I have going at that moment in time, I will just cancel it as well and see if I can go a month or two without worrying about watching a show. And instead, I watch some YouTube because there's so much to do, especially in the summer. So I'm actually, as I'm talking about this, I'm thinking I am going to probably, right now I have Netflix, I think I'm going to cancel subscription for a while because I have been doing much more outside, so much going on. I really don't need Netflix. That's a thought. Anyway, one subscription at a time. Number 9, I no longer buy razors. I haven't bought razors forever, actually. I think a long time ago, I bought plastic and throwaways. Never do that. I never do that anymore. That is really bad for the environment as well. It's a lot of plastic we're putting in the landfill. So I bought a stainless steel, it's probably more like a men's shaver, and I just change the little ends when I need to, the razor blade, and other than that, it works perfect. So, and I have not missed any other razors. if you watch my videos, I love thrifting. I am not looking for clothes thrifting right now, but that is how normally I would. If I was going to need clothes, I try and go and I thrift them. It's still less expensive than new, and it's saving again from going into the landfill. In fact, this top I have right now was thrifted, and so are my tights that you can't see. So I thrift most of my clothes, not underwear. I haven't thrifted workout bras, and most of the time I don't thrift socks unless they're brand new in the thrift store. I have done that. If they're brand new, I'll buy them. I thrift most of my other things, whether it's clothes, furniture, decor, dishes. Most of the other things do get thrifted. Number 11 is I don't color my hair anymore, which, sometimes it actually since, 2020, where it was too difficult to go and get your hair colored. Excuse me a moment. That's another thing I don't usually thrift is water bottles. I don't know, I just have a hard time thinking about somebody else drinking out of the water bottle with a straw kind of thing. So I don't thrift water bottles. But yeah, hair color since 2020, you all know what happened in 2020, 2021, and kind of into 2022. I have not colored my hair, and I've thought about coloring it because I think, oh, maybe I should, or maybe I should get highlights, and then I think, no, I'm not going to. It is when it starts to go, these other colors. Well, actually one other color. So my hair was very dark. It was basically almost black. It was very dark brown when I was younger. And then now it's going into a silver color and white. So it kind of looks like it's highlighted because I have both. But I don't color my hair anymore. It costs a lot of money. It is a lot of time. And you have to do it over and over and over. As soon as you get, those yucky roots, you gotta go back. I'm not doing that anymore. And I've saved a lot just with that alone. I don't buy coffee or tea when I go out. I take my coffee or tea, mostly coffee and mostly water. That's what I take. But I buy good coffee, fair trade, dark roast coffee at home, and I love the taste of my coffee. In fact, I have one that I'm finishing up right now. So I don't buy to-go coffee or tea or water in bottles. If you buy really good coffee for home, it does cost a little more, but it's a whole lot cheaper than buying when you go out. The odd time, I may go out with a friend and have a coffee at a coffee shop, and that's okay. Or I may want to go and read a book at a coffee shop, and I haven't done that forever. So that was number 12. 13, I'm trying really hard to not impulse buy. Amazon. Oh my goodness, Amazon can get me in so much trouble. So what I do now is I'll put stuff in a cart and I wait at least 3 days and decide is that something I still really want or need. Quite often that'll be books because I've heard about them on a YouTube, and then I go, oh, I like that book, and so then I'll put it in the cart, and then 3 days later I'll think, no, I don't want to spend that money, so I can get it at the library usually, and if they don't have it, our library will order it and you can read it that way. So what I'm doing is I have been putting things in my cart and then waiting 3 days at least before I actually press order. I'm ordering a lot less this way through Amazon because 3 days later I think, but that is something that helps a lot, is just put it in the cart, leave it, and a few days later you'll decide whether you really need it or not. And if you don't, just remove it from the cart. Didn't cost you a cent. Number 14 is I do not eat out very often, and I very, very, very rarely do fast food. One, it's not good for you, and that is a big savings. Not eating out often saves money. Not going to fast food saves money and health. And when you do eat out, trying to go without the drinks because they cost quite a bit more at a restaurant, and possibly do without dessert. I know that's harder for some. If it's a really fancy and it's a wonderful night out, then why not? Budget for it and go and enjoy. That's an occasional thing, so it's not so bad to plan for and budget for. I don't buy magazines, and as I had said when I was talking about the books, I try not to buy new books. So, and I'm trying not to even buy thrifted books because I have so many right now, I don't need any more. I don't buy magazines at all, and I don't have any subscriptions. to any magazines. Use your library because it's a wonderful resource. Use your little free library. And as you know, libraries now have audiobooks you can get. They have Kindle type, what do you call that? I don't know what you call it, but Kindle that you can read. They have regular books. So that was 15. And a bonus item is I don't buy towels anymore. So I had hand towels, just a few smaller ones, mostly for guest bathrooms because you put a hand towel in. So I have 2 in each guest bathroom that I use, one during the week, and then I wash it and I put the next one in. If I have guests, I'll make sure there's a clean one in before they come. Our main master bathroom that we use for showering and that kind of thing, my husband and I, he has 3 towels because he is a construction worker, so he gets pretty sweaty, dirty. So he has 3 towels to use. And that way when it gets dirty after a couple of showers, he throws it in the wash. He still has another one until my wash days are on the weekends because that's when our cheap hydro is. And then I have 2 towels. I clean when I get out of the shower, so the towel's fine. I'll use it, I'll hang it to dry, and then I use it again the next shower. I use the same towel for the week pretty well, and then put it in the wash, and I put the other one out. So I only need 2 towels. That's a bonus, is cut down on your towels. It cuts down on space, it cuts down on laundry. So pretty. Little break time. So that's, I think, almost half of the stairs. Oh, it's a lot. But gotta go up, because that's where the car is. We keep going. It's a lot of steps. I should count them. I think I did last year, but I've forgotten. Isn't that pretty? Such a beautiful day. Okay. Last set. Here we go. My legs are hurting. I'm gonna go to my car, go home to eat lunch. So I got back from my short break. I needed to go to boot camp as well as I took my walk, as you see. I just wanted to end the video with saying thank you very much for joining me today. I hope some of these ways to save both money and our environment is helpful to you. And I hope to see you next week. Bye-bye.